Hi Cancer, welcome back. So Cancer, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. And my readings are timeless, so I just trust when this finds you, it's for you, okay? So when I was meditating on the overall Cancerian energy, I started to get a little bit of like an uneasiness in the energy, a little bit of overwhelmment even, and that could be overwhelmed in a good way or in a not so good way. So I really couldn't tell. I just felt a sense of like overwhelming emotion coming through and a slight bit of uneasiness. So some of you might be feeling that in the current energy or as you go forward into August, okay? And then I definitely got a song. Now, I've gotten both of these songs before. I cannot remember if it was for you or another zodiac sign, but the first song was You Spin Me Right Round. And I got that on the weekly live that I did on Sunday. So if that's resonating with you, go back and check the weekly live because you might also resonate with the Cancer reading there. And I cannot remember which zodiac sign I got that for. But he says, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Maybe it was Leo. If you remember and you watched it, put it in the comments. But anyways, I just feel like there's something turning around in this connection or in this energy, in this situation possibly. Because then right on the heels of that came through John Legend, Wild, the song Wild. And in that video, there's a lot of horse references. So I was getting a lot of horse references. Horses might be symbolic to you. You might be into horses or I would look up the meaning of them. But it's just this sense of like, it's really interesting because in a way it kind of felt almost like a whirlwind. Okay, so some of you, it's like a whirlwind of a romance or emotion towards a person, like reconnecting with a person or falling in love for some of you, or just this sense of feeling, yeah, just a wave of emotion come through, whether it's to do with this person or not, you know? So that's kind of what I was feeling in the channeled messages. Let's get into the tarot and see. I already got a couple cards out while I was talking there. We're going to go back and forth between you and whoever you're dealing with. So Cancer, you have the card of Virgo and the sextile. Some of you could be dealing with Virgo or have that in your birth chart, or it's just simply the influencing vibes. Don't mind my dog. She'll stop in a second. Sorry about that, Cancer. Dog life. Anyway, so these cards are talking about doors of opportunity opening up, okay? And it's a welcomed development. So I want to go back to the song that I got. Give me right round, baby, right round. That's kind of the energy I feel coming in. Whew! All of a sudden, I just got like almost out of breath. Some of you literally might be having issues with that, which of course always see a physician if you have anything unusual going on. Or it's just like something leaves you breathless. Wow. Okay, so there's some sort of insight coming in during this time frame, some welcomed developments or changes, like I said, in your life or within this connection. And it's also highlighting your health though, and being more insightful and dutiful when it comes to taking care of your mental well-being, Cancer, as well as your emotional and physical well-being, all right? There is a bit of like a critical type of energy showing up, a little bit of a judgmental energy. I don't know if that's you or the person you're connecting with. They may have tendencies towards that, especially if they have Virgo in their chart or their moon, or you do, Cancer. So that's kind of a side note. And it's like, it kind of came out of nowhere. So we'll see how that plays into the reading. You are in the King of Cups. So this is all you, whether you're a male or a female. This is you embodying your softer parts of you, your more intuitive self, your more nurturing self. This is the beautiful part of Cancerian energy, right? That just could envelop you in their love. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at, even if you're not like in an intimate relationship, although I don't know why you're at this reading, but you're still in the space of wanting to be very loving, nurturing. Maybe that's towards children or towards other relationships or towards this person in general. But it's just this more emotional part of you, Cancer, that's coming to the forefront right now is what I'm feeling. This person is in the moon. Also a lot of emotions, Piscean energy for some of you. This person is maybe highly intuitive person in general, and or they're just very, very emotional during this time frame. They might have been trying to suppress some emotions that I feel they're getting overwhelmed with, and maybe needing to take a rest or take a nap, because I specifically heard take a nap. This person might be having a very vivid dream state, or dreaming about the connection, Cancer, or it's like their dreams are somehow playing into like the 3D situation, okay, whether they are consciously aware of that or not. I also get like a little bit of, I don't want to say like, well, yeah, like a little bit of a secretive type of emotion. This person may have trouble always expressing maybe the truth of how they're feeling. And then I got the term passive aggressiveness. I don't know if that's something that goes on also with this connection, or possibly with you when you deal with this person, but I got a sense of that coming through as well. So now we're going to look at the recent past energy, what led up to this, how you see each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely outcome. So I can get my cards to go. I have that song coming through again, FYI. Pretty sure it was Leo the last time I got that song, but maybe not. Could have been Aquarius as well. He says, I'm going to drive you wild, wild, wild. The Page of Wands, Temperance, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. So in the recent past, Cancer, it's been like ready to have some sort of new beginning, but there's like this moodiness or this emotional energy showing up, even in the past vibes. It's like a sense of dissatisfaction with where things were headed or where things were going. Not feeling like you were getting enough equal give and take, maybe with a partner or just in general in life, feeling like you're giving more than you're getting, or it's just like, seems like there's more going out than there's coming in, energetically speaking. And that could have been playing out in one specific area of your life, like more love going out than coming in, or more money going out than coming in. But I just feel in general, regardless, the energy is like not sticking around. You know what I'm saying? Like as quick as something comes in, it goes out, and feeling a little bit of an imbalance there, and which is making you feel kind of dissatisfied and maybe even having trouble regulating your own emotions. Feeling a bit, I don't want to say childish, although we all have this little child inside of us, and sometimes it comes out childish, right? But like quick to jump to conclusions, or maybe even some impulsive emotional reactions coming through is what I'm feeling. And I feel that coming from your end, but it could also be coming from this person's end. So take it as it resonates. Whatever it is that you recently went through, Cancer, has helped you to kind of emotionally reconnect, though, with yourself. And it's definitely brought about emotional maturity as well as spiritual growth in that sector of your life. So let's see what this person's recent past energy is. The Hermit, the Ten of Swords. That's more Virgo energy for some of you. Sag energy over here. So this person has done some deep soul searching, I feel. And I feel a lot of isolation type of energy. I think that this person tends to isolate their emotions or isolate an issue and then stick on it or dwell on it or stay stuck on it. This person could be someone who's like hypercritical of themselves, and or like someone who hyper analyzes situations, because I get a lot of that type of energy coming from their side. I think that this person is headed in the right direction though, even though they have felt directionless in the past, in the background. They're giving me all these words that are overlapping with mine. So let me just stop for a second. It's weird. I don't know if I have any fellow channelers or readers that watch me. I'm sure I do, but sometimes when I'm getting messages, I'm talking, it's like sometimes I accidentally talk over my guides or they interrupt me, and I felt like I was talking over, like I was getting it mixed up. Oh, that's the message. Oh. I don't know if you often talk over this person, or they feel talked over, or they do that to other people. But it's like someone, the vibe that I'm getting, whether it's you or they, pick out which one you are, is like before someone can even finish their sentence, the other person's already responding. Like they're not listening to hear, they're listening to respond. Like reactive. That's all the word. That's the only word you're going to give me. Reactive. They're reactive, emotionally reactive. Or they trigger some sort of emotional reactivity in you. Okay. Yeah, so let's go further into it. I don't even remember the train of thought I had before that, but that's the message. So let's look at perception on how you genuinely perceive each other. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. You've got the wheel here. The Six of Wands and the Five of Swords. I'm going to clarify the Five of Swords. But I heard it's about time to come out on top, Cancer. It's about time to come out on top, okay? So I do sense like the tide is changing, okay? In a way that where you once felt maybe very defeated, you're now starting to overcome that. Or there's like a sense of overcoming a sense of rejection, whether that's within you or this person. I feel like you see this person as someone that you have shared karma with or shared a lesson with. And it's in regards to like overcoming this lower level energy that always wants to be right. So some of you feel like this person gets in their own way by like self-sabotaging because they want to be right, you know, or because like when this person gets insecure, they tend to lash out maybe at you or others. I definitely got the word self-sabotage. Now, whether they actually do that or not, we'll see. But I feel like that's how you're perceiving it. Let me get one on the Five of Swords. I heard cut yourself down. Okay, here's the full sentence. Why do you cut yourself down like that? Why do you cut yourself down like that? I don't know if you're saying that to someone, they're saying that to you, or that's how someone feels. Somebody's got a real silver tongue when they are not in a good place. They may have no filter, and it's not always in the best way. So, interestingly enough, over the Five of Swords, I got the Ten of Pentacles. So, you kind of see this person as someone who likes to get their way. You know, they don't really always care who they hurt along the way, as long as it gets them what they want. And certainly you might have reasons to feel that way, Cancer. But let's see how they're perceiving the connection. But see, on the other hand, let me tell you this on the other hand. On the other hand, I do feel like you saw this person as someone who grabbed your attention, who has a lot to offer. But there's this thing about this self-sabotagey energy that kind of lurks, you know, underneath the surface. So, how do they perceive you? King of Pentacles. The Lovers. I still have that song playing in my head. I got That's Wild, man. Somebody might have a wild streak, okay? You or them. Take it as it resonates. So this person is very comfortable and secure in the fact that they feel very connected to you. See a lot of commonalities here showing up, or at least that's how they see it. They see you, Cancer, as someone that they can depend on, that's dependable, that offers them some sort of security or assurance. I feel this person feeling very, very connected to the connection during this time frame, or a very magnetic draw towards what you have to offer them, possibly. Like, this person is seeing you as someone they can be comfortable around and be themselves with. And it's really interesting, right? Because you see this person, yeah, you see their good traits, but there's also something in the background there that doesn't look so great, you know? In the meantime, I feel this person seeing the potential of the connection and feeling quite comfortable. They might be a little wild, you know, during this time frame. I'm not saying they're always like that, but it might be like, I keep getting the word wild. That's wild. Where you are. Let's see what the emotions are. What's the emotions for Cancer? Wow, the Lovers out twice, followed by the Three of Swords. What the what? What's going on? So, FYI, we're going to the emotional space. So, we went through thoughts, and now we're going into the deeper realm of emotion. So, there's something that put a squash. Not sure. I don't even keep saying words, but I'm getting all these different. There's something that put a halt to the way that you were feeling about this person. It's like emotionally wanting to connect, or having a connection, feeling a connection, and then something stopping you in your tracks. Some of you have been emotionally hurt by this person, and it took you off guard. Yeah, that's what it is. See, didn't I say at the beginning of the reading, wow, that was unexpected, you know, and that channeled message came through. It's like there's something about this person that takes you off guard, okay? And has you questioning how you feel about yourself or about this person. Like, it's like, I can't even put it into words. This is intense, Cancer. It's just like feeling so connected and attracted and magnetically drawn to a person. And then some of you, what drew you together was you both were going through some sort of heartache. And it was a karmic union. All right. For others of you, it's just like this big spark of passion, or there is passion within the connection. But then something comes in and it stops you in your tracks, or it stopped you in your tracks. And then has you questioning what you want to give to the situation, or if you want to give to the situation. Let's see this person's genuine emotions. And not all of you is this person the cause of your pain. So let me say a caveat. Some of you, it's like things are all good with a connection, but some past trauma or past issues that are within you are resurfacing, and it's kind of halting you from truly connecting with a person, okay? So there's two different ways I could read that. But for a lot of you, I do feel that the pain or there's something here that stops you in your track about this person. All right, so they have the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. So this person in their emotional space are looking for investment opportunities, things that they want to commit themselves to, ready to mix it up a little bit in their life. And yet they have this wild streak, wildly competitive for some, or wildly inappropriate. Wow, really? You know, like when you're with someone, this is just an example, not specific to you, although take it as it resonates. You know, when you like known someone for a long time and then you, I don't know, you go out together and then you see the way they treat the waitress and you're like, oh, I didn't know you were that type of person. Like you see something in them that you didn't see before and it doesn't really suit. It feels like when you bite a lemon and you get that like little sour taste in your mouth, you know? I feel like there's like a little sour taste here. And it could just be a blip on the radar and then you move forward, or for some of you, it's a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, And yet I felt this whirlwind type of emotion coming from the Cancerian side of wanting to love, of wanting to be open, and it's starting out so good, and then there's this blip here on the radar. Sometimes I feel like this person can manipulate people or situations to kind of make them right, so they get their way, so they look better or best, you know. And you might have always been aware that this was in this person, but they never did it towards you, and now you're seeing it clearer, or they're acting that way towards you, and now you're like, okay, it was fine when you did it to other people, but now that you're doing it to me, I don't really like that, you know. That's so specific. So I know that part won't be for all of you, but you know, yeah. Okay. So your hopes, Queen of Pentacles. This is you hoping to stand your ground, be practical. You almost like turning the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be taken advantage of, okay? But you're also not to take advantage of this person, is what I'm hearing. So it's like trying to kind of ignore something here within the connection, but it's for the purposes of you being able to stay focused on, you know, things that you love and are committed to. This person's hope is the Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. It's weird because they're coming off a little guarded or defensive, you know, and a bit split in their energy. It's like, I don't want to be harsh on your crosswatcher. Sean Connery. No, sorry. Sorry. Just a little breaking up the seriousness of the connection, I guess. Cross-watcher. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh, some of them have like a split personality, I'm just saying. Or it's like, I mean, we all to some degree have two sides to us, our light and our dark. But it's like a split personality where this person would push away when they actually want you to come near. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's kind of manipulative, you know, when you tell someone, I don't want to be with you, just to see if they'll chase you, or give someone a piece of information just to see what they'll do with it. And although I don't know, I don't feel this person maybe intentionally is doing it with that motive in mind. Maybe they're not aware that that's a bit toxic, you know? But some of them are aware. Okay, but that's not going to be all of you. For others of you, this person's just guarded and they're also trying to divert their attention. Like this person might, when they get defensive, Cancer, it's coming from a place of insecurity. Just know that. All right, so let's look at most likely future outcome. Of course, most likely future outcome is based off of free will. So I'm just giving you a snapshot, but it can change based on your decision making. Okay. There's the Chariot in the reverse, a stop. Okay, and the Hermit. Come on, tell me why. What is that? Oh, wow, the Seven of Swords. If you have Leo in your chart, also check out the Leo reading because that was a really interesting reading. I mean, all kinds of crazy messages over here. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Empress when I asked what this was about. So I feel like there's some stress or some anxiety around the situation showing up and just no movement forward or somebody putting a stop to something. And it's like, oh, some of you are definitely dealing with the Leo because I got this song in Billie, or have Leo in your chart possibly. But because I got this song in their reading as well, and it's Billie Eilish. She says, don't tell me how to feel. It wasn't ideal. I'm not your friend. Anyways, even if you're not dealing with the Leo, maybe check that song out. That could resonate with you as well. But it's just like you're needing to kind of pause here for a moment and really feel this person out, really feel this situation out, okay? Because there's some sort of opportunity here, Cancer, for things to turn around. But it's like if you get impulsive or if you allow yourself to get triggered and come from that space, then those doors close. Now, some of you are ready to close the door, and that's fine, but there's a message here about doing a little bit more soul searching, and this is Cancerian energy, right? Before you move forward. And definitely don't make that decision when you are stressing out. So I wanted to know kind of why things were at a standstill or you were questioning things, and I got the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Empress. Because there's dishonesty here. It's like finding out the truth, or trying to uncover the truth. There's like some information that you don't fully have in regards to the situation or connection. And it's like the truth hurts. And they're giving me another song. Love hurts. Love doesn't hurt. The absence of hurts. Just to clarify. Wow. Let me pull some cards on this person's side and see what is going on. And, you know, this could be as small as, like, getting along really well with someone. And it doesn't have to be an intimate partner. It could be a friend. And then, like, someone gets jealous or starts to feel less than the other. And so the ugly side comes out. And I felt a sharp tongue or a silver tongue, and like someone says something that is hurtful. It could just be that, and it's just a blip on the radar, and y'all are going to get over it. Or it could be as deep as like, wow, that's it. Like, that's like, I got to really think about if I want you in my life. You know, it could be as deep as that. So there's so many of you watching this video. Some of you it's just going to be like something very surface level, and some of you it's going to be something very deep. And obviously you would know which group you're in, but this person over here is confused and has a lot of regret or remorse, or is just feeling emotionally drained, if nothing else. You know, I just heard, I thought we were in a good place. I thought we were in a good place. Two of Pentacles, they're all up back and forth in their head, trying to figure out how they feel. A lot of changes going on, a possible ending that occurred. If nothing else, there's definitely a change of emotion here in the connection. And oh my gosh, I'm getting so many deep messages. The Star. I don't want to get dramatic here, but something about this connection or this interaction that I'm picking up on has like changed something forever. Or it's like, here's what I heard. The connection changed them forever. Like it's likely a catalyst for change for the both of you. And of course, change is always good, and we're forever changing, right? But it's like, it's really bringing an awareness to you or this person of how you're feeling. Isn't that interesting? So I got the message about there being a, you know, something coming to a halt. And then all of a sudden I was having like all of these messages come through at the beginning of the reading, tripping over my words, feeling like I was talking over someone. And then all of it just dead silence. Like all of the messages was silence. So it's like this frenzy of energy. They're showing me like a fish frenzy as an example. There's like this frenzy of energy, okay? And sometimes when we get excitable like that, we say things, we don't think about things. And like something like that going on, where there's like this frenzy of energy, and then silence. Now, the silence energy that I'm feeling is a purposeful pause by you or the universe, to give it time to let the energy naturally move out and soothe. And then something come, you know, like getting clarity after maybe not seeing the best in the situation or the best in this person. But then like after the silent period, some of you have been in the silent period for a long time. Others of you, it's just a blip in time. Like I said, different groups of you. But after that period of time, it's like clarity coming in. Like, oh, okay. I see clearly. And a lot of you are seeing clearly that you really need to prioritize self-care, yes, but patience. And it's got to deal with emotional expression as well. So even though this person's kind of in a mucky, icky energy, or has been, they've definitely drained their own reserves, and by simply bouncing back and forth, there is some sort of wish fulfillment, hope, or healing coming in for this person. It's almost like they're going through a death and rebirth, emotionally speaking. It's like this person's shadow kind of pops up for a second so that it can be transmuted. And it's like everybody sees it. Like you're a witness to it, or there's a witness to it. And then the person is forced to see that in themselves. And then it's like, oh, silence. Like that. Wow. Let's see what the guidance is, Cancer. I feel like this is so specific. This is either going to hit every single chord or it's not for you at all. And don't try to make it fit if it don't fit, okay? Because I feel like I've picked up on someone's like personal story here. The dream. Wow, didn't I say the dream state was very activated for this person or for you? And when I was meditating, I just noticed this because this couple here is kind of dancing. I saw slow dancing going on. Take it or leave it. But it's like, some of you, what feels let down to you is that you had an image in your mind of what it was going to be. And then something stopped that momentum. Okay, and having difficulty maybe letting go of that, but Spirit is saying, hey, listen. This is you're going to get clarity here, and allow this to pass with ease, is what I heard, because there's another opportunity or doors opening that maybe you don't see yet. Now, this person has traveling. They could literally be traveling, or it's like this person needs to kind of get out and get rid of this funky vibe that I'm feeling. Like, get it out in a healthier way, or just, I know for me, like, driving is therapy, like therapeutic to me. So sometimes when I'm upset, I just go for a drive, This says, wow, a child's love. And that showed up on this person's side. So I'm thinking this is for them. But it could be for you as well. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us from the first cries. They establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So it's something about childhood here, or children involved, whether that's on your part or their part. And then I have believe. Okay, I just got a reference to Scorpio. They got the song Believer by Imagine Dragons in their reading that I did on Sunday. Maybe check that song out as well. Or you could be doing the Scorpio. But this says, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So, what do you believe in, Cancer, and does that serve you? That's the question to ask yourself, especially when it comes to relationships. What is your expectation in relationships or of this person? Wow, that was a super deep and specific reading. So if it resonated with you, awesome. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Zodiac signs you might be connecting with. I felt Scorpio energy, and I have it here. Aquarius energy is present. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, could be another Cancer, Sagittarius, and Aries. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought again. Anyways, my links to my social media are down below if you want to follow me on those platforms. If you like my style, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Helps support small online businesses. And for those of you who'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. Wishing you the very best, Cancer. Until next time, my friends. Namaste.